Good evening, 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 everybody, and welcome to Blockbusters. I'm channeling a little bit of QI Stephen Fry right there, but there we go. Good evening, welcome to Blockbusters, and happy Tuesday evening to you. It is Tuesday the 9th of June. Absolutely no idea what day or date it is. Sorry I'm a little bit late. We went out for a bike ride earlier on. And so dinner was a little bit late, but that's cool. So thank you for your patience, and it was a really good bike ride. Yeah. Do you remember, Callum? You were my favourite teacher at Royal Flush. Is that me? Was I was your teacher? Was I Anton? I've taught many students, so I'll thank you for saying, if you are referring to me, that. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Yes, I'm modelling my headband. I bought a headband, so I'm not just nicking my wife's Tough Mudder band, which is still here. I bought a plastic headband to keep the hair back, and I'm just having this this sort of disaster where everything is breaking at the moment. So my phone got lost in the post. My brand new iPhone XS got lost in the post. So that's £600 down the toilet. Thank you for the follow, Anton. And then, right. So I got up from my desk the other day, and I tripped over the cable of my new headset, and it sort of jerked out of the USB port and mullered the thing, the USB end, and I thought, I can fix it. I'll probably just need to reshape it. And then I thought, well, I can't reshape it. That's clearly not working. So, well, maybe I'll just take the metal bit off, because it wasn't going back in the slot. And I did not fix it. It turns out I made it even worse. So that headset is now entirely redundant, which I'm very disappointed about, because it was a Christmas present from my wife, and I only had it for 5 months or so. So yeah, so I'm using my old reserve headset, which the microphone doesn't stay up for. So it means if I'm having a working lunch at the computer, I'm trying to eat a sandwich or something, it gets in the way. So, but fortunately, I have still got a headset. I have done some sound testing today, because Voice Meter does weird things when I change headsets over, but hopefully everything will work fine. We'll have to wait and see, but hopefully everything will be good. But a very good evening and warm welcome to you all. Thank you to Toshi and Matt for those hosts at the beginning of my chat record here. Good evening to Toeboy, to Matt, to Cetra, and thank you for the host, to Dogfish, Car the 7th, Dr. Mummy, Drahuska, Aspie, Egg Fried Cheese, to Tipster, and thank you for the host, to Score Count. Progme, welcome to the stream. Drahuska, good evening to anyone else. Is that everyone? Dr. Mummy, good evening to you, if I haven't said so already. Danny Boy, good evening. Nightbot, always nice to see you're here. Good evening, thank you for the host, Sci Guy Dave, and welcome to the stream. Toshi, good evening to you, welcome. Elias, good evening, welcome, or good afternoon, I suppose, where you are. And yes, if my time zones don't apply to you, then translate as appropriate. And thank you for the host, Danny Boy. Connor, good evening, and thank you for that host as well. Panda, thank you for the 3-month subscription. Very grateful to you for that. Sci Guy Dave, Progme, Danny Boy, Score Camera, Aspie, Toe Boy. I think I'm repeating names now. P4 Thix, welcome, and Anton42 as well, welcome to the stream. Bism05 OFN 0FN, welcome to you. Not a jumble of numbers, hello. Carver 7th again, Puzzle Dan, Drahuska, Clive of Legend, Dazarino, anyone I've missed, very sorry. Ash, good evening to you. MIDI Plays, and anyone else who's lurking in chat, and anyone I've missed. Lingo Maniac, hello and welcome and good evening. Lovely to have you here. So it's a Tuesday stream. Tuesday's generally a bit more casual and chill than the Saturday stream, which is a little bit more serious. This Saturday we're starting the off-season, having done Dog Eat Dog. We've run that out, and we had the big charity stream Saturday before last, and then I took last Saturday off, which was well needed. So yeah, it's all good. But getting back into the swing of things this week, it's quite a busy week actually, but I'm sure I'll say more about that a bit later on. Is the Lupine one here? Is the first question, because if Lupine is here, I know Cetra's here. If Lupine is here, then Lupine and Cetra can jump in where they left off last time. If not, I will have to reset the players and bring as many people as I can to the lobby. Anyway, this is Blockbusters, 2 brains versus 1. No, Carl, we had to reset it for the charity stream, unfortunately. That's okay. It's one of those things. I'll try and make sure we end it on on an evening on a game where everything is resolved. So yeah, because I can't keep not playing Blockbusters just because we haven't got people here. So he's not even on Twitch. Okay, well that's okay. We'll reset it, and Cetra, I'll throw you back into the unplayed list. I think that'll be fine. So the idea of Blockbusters is to get from one side of the grid to the other. The answer to the question will begin with the letter that you pick. You don't need a microphone, though. If you do want to come to the game room and chat, I will be streaming it in there. If I'm not already, actually, let me just check if I'm actually doing that on my one monitor. I am. Good. So, assuming Lupine isn't here, let's clear active players, clear the played list, and if you want to come and play, you need to type in the code 3789 into the chat, or to Persephone's Twitch bot, either is fine. It's been so long since I've done this. We did this one in the charity stream. That was the first one for a while. I'm going Danish tonight, some Carlsberg. I fancied a lager for a change. Just a little reminder that these questions come from a database which was very kindly provided to me for free of blockbuster questions. So they are all designed in the way that they are designed. Winning team stays on up to a maximum of 3 games. First to win 2 frames wins the match, and you can play up to a maximum of 3 games, and your score accumulates over the duration of those games. Point farming is discouraged, so when you get a warning light, it is generally encouraged. If you get a warning light and it is your turn to pick and you're 1 away, you must pick the one or one of the ones that will complete the connection. Carlsberg don't do Twitch games. Your dad worked at Carlsberg, did he, Ash? Nice, yeah. There were really slim pickings on lagers at the shop earlier on. I normally get Star if I fancy lager, which isn't very often anymore, but I normally get Staropramen or Beer Moretti or Kronenberg maybe. You worked at Carlsberg as well. Wow, well, you got the colour scheme for it, certainly. They've always been green. Yeah, these are in pint jars, so it's an enormous can. I probably won't drink more of it. I don't mind a pint of Stella from time to time. Cover 7th. I wouldn't normally buy Stella. I'd not in it to drink at home. I'd normally buy it at the if I'm out about. The Stella Cedra, though, I do really like. That's a really nice cider, that one. Yeah. We're going to pick one player first of all, and if you don't get in, then you have to come back and rejoin the lobby to be on the team of 2. So let's find out who is going to be the single player in this first match. Not a jumble of numbers. You have been selected. And it is going to be you playing on the solo team, which I believe is the white team. You'll be going top to bottom or bottom to top. Entirely up to you which direction you go, but not left to right. The blue team goes left to right. So not a jumble of numbers. Welcome to the game. If you want to pop into the voice chat in the server, you can do, and we could have some witty banter. But if not, no worries. I will provide the witty banter on my own. You need some opponents, not a jumble of numbers, don't you? So you need to come and rejoin this lobby, 4525. If you want to be on the team of 2, this will be the blue team who are going left to right. Remember, if you are on the blue team and going left to right, you can buzz, but your opponent might know the answer. So if you buzz and you're not sure, you freeze your opponent out if you get it wrong and give a free go to the other team. You've got 10 seconds to buzz in for each question. There is not a time limit after you've buzzed, but I encourage you to buzz in a timely, to answer in a timely fashion, rather than just letting it go on forever and ever and ever, just in the interest of discouraging angle shooting and generally good sporting play. So yes, you buzz in with 2, 3 or 4 exclamation marks for this into the chat, and then you type your answer into the chat as well. There is a spell checker on there, and we generally there's a gentleman's sort of code whereby if you buzz, the spell checker doesn't recognise it, and then the other team gets it, and it reveals the answer to have been something that was, I think, close or correct, but wasn't recognised for whatever reason. We have a gentleman's agreement that we then give a free tile over to the player whose word was rejected. So it's quite casual. It's not, as and when we get around to doing some sort of tournament play of this, I will tighten up these rules a little bit. But for now, it's all very casual. You want to be dragged into VC? Let me see what I can do. There you are. Not a jumble of numbers. Welcome. Let me just switch you on the stream as well. There we go. Not a jumble of numbers. Good evening. Or not. Oh, I'm deafened. That's the problem. Let me undeafen myself and try that again. Not a jumble of numbers. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, hello.
I know it's still evening here.
Is it evening there? You're stateside, aren't you?
It's like 2:27. Is that still evening, or is that like middle of the day?
Oh, that's afternoon. That's afternoon. Well, good afternoon to you. So all the controls are done through Twitch, but this is just here for witty banter. And trying to psych out your opponents. Speaking of whom, we should probably collect you some opponents. So 2 of you are now going to be selected to play against Not a Jumble of Numbers. Let's find out who you are. Minky and Prog Me, you are the opponents who have been selected to play against Not a Jumble of Numbers. Pop yourselves down towards the room if you would like to come in, or not if you don't. It's absolutely fine either way. So it's 2, 3 or 4 exclamation marks to buzz. Wait until I say your name before you type, because it can sometimes be just slightly unclear who has buzzed. And when I rewrite the code for this, I'll make it slightly better in that you can just type your answer to buzz. But for now, just wait until I say your name, so that you know it's you. Otherwise, you might give the answer away to someone else, thinking it's you who's answering. Here's an 8 Minky. Good evening, 8 Minky, or good afternoon, I suppose, for yourself. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, or good evening to you, I guess. Yes.
Good evening. Yes, it's 8:30 here. You well?
I am doing fine. Yes.
Fantastic. Now you've got Prog Me, who I believe is a newish member, Prog Me. I don't know if you're in the Discord server yet, Prog Me. If you're not, oh no, Mike, that's fine. Well, you can come and join the Discord server as well if you like, but no worries about not having a mic, because you're not allowed to confer anyway, so it's just for banter purposes. But 2, 3 or 4 exclamation marks to buzz. Wait for me to say your name and then type the answer. If you're wrong, you give a free opportunity over to the other one, the other team. It's a very straightforward game. It's basically trivia, and get your way from top to bottom if you're Not a Jumble of Numbers, or left to right if you're 8 Minky or Prog Me. Right, I think we're ready to go. Very best of luck to all our players in this first game of Blockbusters this evening. Let's play Blockbusters. Oh, but first of all, is the previous winner returning? No. So white team's name, that's going to be Not a Jumble of Numbers. Fun fact, Not a Jumble of Numbers is normally the name I test as a placeholder name when I'm building new games in the Twitch overlays, because it's probably the longest name in the community. So we'll be interested to see if that goes into the thing. And then we've got Ape Prog. I'm going to call you Ape Prog.
Prog Minky, maybe?
Prog underscore Minky. That's a good name. I like that. Right, I think the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
Right, the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
I said that already! B is flashing. Fingers on buzzers, contestants, and very best of luck to you. What B is an instrument for blowing up a fire or a forge? Not a Jumble of Numbers is there. A bellow or bellows is the right answer. Remember, you're going top to bottom, not a Jumble of Numbers. So which letter would you like next?
S.
S for sugar. Let's have a look at S. What S was the author of The Grapes of Wrath? 8 Minky was there.
It should be Steinbeck.
John Steinbeck indeed is the right answer, blocking off that tile there. You're going left to right. Which tile would you like next, 8 Minky?
Oh, J for Jumble of Numbers.
J for Jumble of Numbers. Let's have a look at a J. Well, J was the wife of Punch. 8 Minky.
Judy.
Judy was indeed the wife of Punch. So that very quick start there, Not a Jumble of Numbers. You need to be a little quicker on the buzzer if you want to beat 8 Minky at the moment. Where'd you like to go next, Ape?
Let's connect it in the middle with an R.
Let's go for R for Romeo. What R is another name for the disease hydrophobia? 8 Minky is there.
Should be rabies.
It is indeed rabies. Good call. Yes, hydrophobia, the fear of water, also known as rabies. Yes, rabies is a disease, not a jumble of numbers. Or hydrophobia is certainly a disease as well. Where to, 8 Minky?
H for hydrophobia.
H for hydrophobia. Let's have a look. What 8 is a type of animal that feeds on plants? 8 Minky's there.
Herbivore.
A herbivore is the right answer. There's that warning flash, which means the blues are 1 away. Not a jumble of numbers. You've really got to get on that buzzer if you want to block them off. Where's it going to go, 8 Minky? P or A?
I'll have the P, please, Ben.
I'll have a P, please, Ben. Let's have a look at this P. What P is a bag-like pocket of skin? Not a jumble of numbers is there.
I actually just buzzed in so that they didn't buzz in first. I don't actually know this one.
Ah, then you may need to just type something randomly into the chat to clear that out. He's going to go for pocket. It's not pocket, so buzz if you know, blue team. You've got a few seconds to buzz. 8 Minky's going to have a go.
I'll try pouch.
That was what I thought. It is pouch, and that is Blockbusters. Nicely done. Okay, fairly assured victory. Not a jumble of numbers getting that first tile there, but 8 Minky really quick on that buzzer there. Progme is still there as well, so but 8 Minky just knowing the answers there. 25 plays 5 of the scores. Progminky are a frame up. They need to win this next one to stay on and knock not a jumble of numbers out. Okay, let's go on to the next round.
Right, the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
Progme is very, very nice. Glad I could contribute. T is flashing. Let's have a look at the first question. What T is a woman's skirt trail and a locomotive? Not a jumble of numbers is there. Train is absolutely right. And Progme, even if you haven't got a microphone, if you want to hop into the Discord and look at the stream is live, so it might be in slightly more real time. So even if you can't join in with the chat, you can still see the screen in real time if you want to then put the things in overlay. It might just give you a little bit more of an advantage if you have got a little bit of lag. Not a jumble of numbers, same start as last time. First tile is we're going to have a repeat.
M for milk.
M for milk. Let's have a look at the M. What M is sheep meat? 8 Minky was there.
Mutton.
Mutton indeed. Mutton. Blocking off that white path. Where are we going to now, 8 Minky?
Let's build across O, please.
Over to the O. What O is a kind of quartz allied to a gate? Progme is there. Type your answer into the chat, Progme. Onyx is the right answer. Well done. You got it, yes! Nicely done, Progme.
Wrong one, yeah.
What would you have said there, 8 Minky?
I was going for opal, but I'm glad he beat me to the buzzer. Yeah.
I was thinking opal as well, but yes, indeed, Progme beating you to the buzzer, and good for your team in that fact. Progme, which letter would you like next? You'd like the A. Let's have a look at the A. What A is the sign of the zodiac for January 31st? 8 Minky is there.
Taking Aquarius, maybe?
It is Aquarius.
Ooh.
Not Aries. Where to now?
Let's go for a B for Bravo.
B for Bravo. Let's have a look. What B is the thicker end of anything? Not a jumble of numbers is there. Need an answer? No, not a jumble. Not a jumble. Let's keep it family friendly if we can. It is not that. Buzz someone from the blue team if you think you know. 8 Minky.
Well, I'm going for butt.
But it is the butt end of something. So you weren't far off. Not a jumble of numbers, but wrong side. Where to? You haven't got a board flashing, so it needs to be a P or an F.
Let's try for F.
Let's have a look at an F. What F is an abnormal or monstrous specimen? It's going to be the first one. Oh, there's a buzz from 8 Minky.
Freaking huge.
Freaking huge is not the right answer. Buzz if you think you know, not a jumble of numbers. Freaking huge would fulfill that criteria, but generally the answers are one words. One word in this round. No, we're going to time out on that question. Freak. So you were halfway there.
Nearly there, yeah.
Chopped up the end of it. What F? Yes, abnormal or monstrous specimen. It is freak. Just freak. Let's have another F. What F is a scarlet feathered bird with long legs and neck? 8 Minky's here.
Try for flamingo.
It is Flamingo, and that is Blockbusters. And in a repeat of the first frame as well, not a jumble of numbers getting the first point on the board, but they're not able to capitalise anything from there. Fairly strongly dominated by Progminky, who finish the match with 50 points and will go on to defend in the next game. Not a jumble of numbers. Thank you very much for joining us. You leave with 10 points. Hope you've enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you another time, I hope. Let's go back to the... Let's pop back to the menu, which will take a little minute. Let's stop the theme, that only goes on again at the end. So, we need another player to come and challenge 8Minky and Progme. 6754 is the code. We only need to pick one team this time. It's a single person. We won't be obviously re-picking the second team. But 6754 if you want to come join this lobby. Obviously not jumble of numbers, because this is an older build. The way I did it before is that I didn't, rather than it just not picking you, it just won't let you into the lobby now if you try and come in at this point. So, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. Okay, there's 10 of you here. No, there's not. There's 12 of you here because there's 6 on each row. Another 10 seconds, and then we will pick our single player. Is that how it works, is it, Connor? Get in fourth, guaranteed to play.
Next week or this week, you're doing the host royale.
That's tomorrow, in fact.
Okay.
But I'll say a bit more about that at halftime.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick your challenger, 8Minky and Progme. Cetra 4271. There's a little bit of karmic justice there, I think, Cetra, because obviously Cetra didn't get to complete his run with the Lupine one, which was started in the marathon stream, but Lupine's not here. So, but there's a little bit of cosmic justice, I think, there in Cetra coming back into the game to challenge 8Minky and Progme. So let's get going. We'll go to a full game. Is the previous winner returning? Yes, they are. And now we've got a Cetra. Cetra, you come to join us in the chat, or are you going to just go from Twitch? Cetra 4271. It really does want you in, Cetra. Are you going just from chat, or are you going to come and join us for a vocal chat? So even if you've not got a microphone, it might be worth popping into the lobby, into our voice room anyway, just because we've got live footage, if you like, of it. I'll wait for a response either way before we start the game. Look at my hair. Look at my new hair. You see all my forehead and my receding hairline. I'm assuming Cetra's either setting up his microphone or he's just fainted from the shock of being in the game again. I'm good, Egg, by the way. Welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're well. You're working tonight, aren't you? So you're just sort of loitering with intent, I believe. We've got a Cetra in chat. Hello, Cetra. I don't know if you've got... Oh, that sounds like you've got mic access.
Hello?
Hello, hello. We hear you loud and clear. Welcome to the banter room. So remember, it's 2, 3, or 4 exclamation marks if you want to buzz in. Yeah, thanks, Aspie. That's not a cool thing to say, just FYI. 2, 3, or 4 exclamation marks to buzz, and let's keep the banter friendly in the chat. Let's play Blockbusters.
Right, the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
I said that already. W is flashing. Fingers on buzzers, contestants. Here comes the first question. What W was an English political party? Progme is there. Whigs. It was the Whig Party. They're the Liberal Party, formerly now known as well, they sort of evolved into the Liberal Party, who are now broadly the Liberal Democrats, I think. Might be wrong. Okay, Progme, where would you like to go next? Remember, you're going left to right. Party for the Balder Gentleman. A D. D for the D. Let's have a look at the D. What D was the creator of Sherlock Holmes? 8 Minky was there, just ahead of Cetra.
Doyle.
Doyle, Sir Arthur Conan, indeed. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Where to next, 8 Minky?
Let's go for V for Virginia on the left side.
V for Virginia. Let's have a look. Well, V is the stewarded parking system used by some hotels and airports. 8 Minky is there.
Chevrolet.
It's a valet service, it is indeed. Be a little quicker off that buzzer, Cetra, if you want to get in. Where to next, Ape?
N for Nancy, please.
N for Nancy. Let's have a look at N for Nancy. What N is to football and rugby as love is to badminton and tennis? 8 Minky's there.
Nothing?
It's not nothing. Cetra, buzz if you think you know. Here's Cetra for a buzz.
Let's try null.
It's nil. Unfortunately, we can't accept null.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Very close. Yes, nil. 5-0, for example. Not bad guesses, but not the right answer. Let's have another N. What N is the first name of Sinatra's singing daughter? 8 Minky is there first. You've already told us. It's N for Nancy, and that happens to be the answer. There's your warning light. You're one away. What's it going to be, J or B?
Let's go for the obscure J,
An
please.
obscure J. Let's have a look. What J was Secretary of State for Education? Eight Minky's going to have a go.
How about Jones?
Jones, a good British name, a Welsh name, but not the answer. Cetra, buzz if you want to have a guess. I'm trying to think of what this could be myself, actually. Jumanji, maybe, Towboy. It's not Johnson? Joseph. I can't remember who it was. Joseph of Arimathea, maybe. Let's have another J. What J is a computer input device? Cetra.
Isn't it joystick?
It is a joystick, and you've blocked them off. That warning light is still there, but Cetra, you are not obligated to take the B if you don't want to. You can go anywhere you like. Remember, you're going up and down.
Let's have an O.
An O. O for Oscar up the top.
Just O.
Just O. O. Let's have a look at the O. What O is someone commissioned in the army? 8 Minky's there.
Officer?
Tis an officer indeed.
Ooh.
Your warning light is still there, so you've now got a choice of K or B.
Let's try and connect it all up. K, please.
Up to the top with K. What K is the Garden of England? Cetra.
I believe.
That's what I would have thought as well, but it's not the answer. Blues, buzz if you think you know.
It's on the tip of my tongue, I feel.
No, that's time. It's Kent. Kent,
okay, yeah.
the county of Kent, is apparently the Garden of England. Here's another K. What K is a mechanical horn with a rasping sound? I'm going to buzz. No, it's a klaxon, or a klaxon, according to the answer. Awooga, as Ash has pointed out, indeed. A klaxon. I think klaxon probably would have been accepted on the answer there. Here's another K. What K is a volcanic island in Indonesia located between Java and Sumatra? Cetra's there. The blue whale, Towboy. Yeah, maybe. Kalimantan is not the right answer. Buzz one of the blues if you think you know. No, I'm going to buzz. I think it's Krakatoa, isn't it? Yeah, Krakatoa. Krakatoa, the loudest sound ever recorded, allegedly. Let's have another K. What K was leader of the USSR? Prog.me is there. Gonna have an answer, Prog.me? Darn is not the answer. Cetra, you need to buzz again if you want to guess. Here is Cetra. On home territory here, slightly. Khrushchev is the right answer. And you've blocked off that path for the Blues. But there is still a warning light on. You don't have to go for that B if you don't want to. You can go for the H, or you can go anywhere else, because you are not on a warning flash yet. Where would you like to go, Cetra?
Yeah, I think I would like to go for an
You'd like to go... Sorry, I just lost you at the end there. You'd like to go for...
H, please.
H down at the bottom. Let's have a look at the H. What H is the Cinque Port that isn't Hastings? Cinque-Port? I think it's French. Cinque-Port. 8 Minky's going to have a go.
Stab at Hanover.
Is not Hanover. Cetra Buzz if you want to have a guess. No, I don't really know on this one either. It's Hythe. Apparently Hythe. Never heard. I didn't fully understand the question, to be honest. Let's have another H. Hopefully a friendlier one. What H was king of Israel at the time of Christ? 8 Minky's there.
Herod?
It was Herod. And that blue warning flash continues, so you've got a choice of B or M at this point.
Let's go for the B, please.
Let's have a look at the B. What B is a single-story house? Cetra is there, fighting all the way. What do you think, Cetra? It's not a block. Blues, buzz if you know. Now, this might be a British term. 8 Minky's going to have a go.
A baby house.
It's not, it's a bungalow. A bungalow is what we call a single-story house here in the UK. I don't know about further afield. Let's have another B. What B is a famous rifle range? It's got a ranch in the US. Ah, how about that? Famous rifle range. I didn't know there were any famous rifle ranges, to be honest. 8 Minky in at the last second, going to have a guess.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. The famous Bang Bang rifle range. No, it's not the right answer. Cetra Buzz if you want to have a guess. Nope. That's time then. Bisley or Bisley. Bisley rifle range is apparently quite famous. Another B for you. What B is a flat-rimmed straw hat? Bisley, thank you, Matt. That's not the answer to this one. Well, it might be, but just pronouncing the last one. A flat-rimmed straw hat? It's a boater, isn't it? Yes, a boater. On to another. What B is one meant to be as blind as? 8 Minky was there first.
Bat.
It is blind as a bat, and that is Blockbusters. Got there in the end. Some tricky questions in that, and Cetra not giving up right to the end. He's blocking off part and gave you a bit of a run for your money, a little bit of a scare there. But eventually, Progminky did emerge victorious. That's 1-0. They're up to 85 points on their second appearance. Cetra on 10 points on his first appearance, yet to score in this match. Let's go on to round 2.
Right, the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
If you haven't had enough of them, B is flashing. Let's have some more B questions. What B is a booze up? What B is a booze up? 8 Minky wants to have a go.
How about a bar?
Bar is where you might have a booze up, but it's not the answer on the card. Cetra Buzz if you think you know. I'm going to open another beer. Here's Cetra for a guess.
Let's go.
It's going for beer. No, it's a binge. If you're on a binge, you have a big booze up. You have a binge. Birmingham, I've let it going for. Is that Birmingham, Alabama, or Birmingham, UK? Actually, maybe don't answer that. Let's have another B. Get through these B's. These tricky B questions. What B means to hoot or jeer at? Well, why not both, Panda? Indeed. 8 Minky's here.
Boo.
Not boo. Cetra Buzz, if you want to have a guess. To be honest, I would have thought boo.
Not even have it.
And there's time. It's barrack. You can barrack someone. Boo earns, Ash is saying. Unless that's an emoji. No, it's not an emoji. Boo earns. Let's have another B. Got to get off these Bs. What B is coarse canvas? What B is coarse canvas? Nope. Burlap. Get a burlap canvas or a burlap sack,
yeah.
indeed. Probably come across a burlap sack. That's okay. Let's have another B. Well, B is a small landlocked country on the southern slopes of the Himalayas. Cetra's here. Bhutan is the right answer. We get off that nasty B, and Cetra has a tile on the board. Where are you going next, Cetra? America, Tope. Where are you off to, Cetra? I'm getting some static, but no words. Quite right. Maybe in the chat, Cetra, then, if it's not coming through. K, let's have a look. There we go. Got your voice now. Yes, let's have a look at a K. What K do Eskimos do by rubbing noses? Progme was there first. Kiss is the right answer. Blocking off Cetra's early path and forging one of your own. Where are you going next, Progme? Over to S, over in the centre. Let's have a look. What S is a long-eared sporting dog? Progme's there again. It is a spaniel. Very nice. There's 2 blues on the board. And next. E. Let's have a look at an E. What E is castrated man? I'm not quite sure what that means. Probably is there. It's going to have a guess. I think it was supposed to be a castrated man, and eunuch is the right answer. Again, disclaimer: these questions just came directly out of a question bank of about 20,000 questions, so there are some typos and some interesting formatting in them, but hopefully they're down to a minimum. A C. Let's have a look at a C. What C is a deep, narrow hollow running through mountains? Prog me again. A canyon is correct, and that is your warning light, so you've got V or M to choose from. Going for a V, let's have a look. For the match. What V is a variety entertainment? Or possibly a variety of entertainment. 8 Minky's going to have a go. A venue? Not a venue. Set for Buzz if you want to have a guess. No, it's a vaudeville. Vaudeville entertainment. Yes, Clive Legend was there. Car thinking varsity. I thought ventriloquism actually, but vaudeville the answer we're after. Let's have another V. What V is the 6th sign of the zodiac? 8 Minky was there first.
Virgo.
Virgo is the right answer, and that is Blockbusters. Well done, Blues. A little more plain sailing that time, and 2 frames to 0, and on 110 after your second appearance. Cetra managing to get 15 points onto the board, but not managing to take a frame off you. Bad luck, Cetra, but thank you very much for playing, and we will see you another time. So, Progme and 8 Minky are going into what will certainly be their final match. Whether or not they'll be defeated remains to be seen. We're going to bring in a final single-player challenger to see if they can upset them from their podium. Let's see if you want to come in and play. 8365 is the code you need. It's going to have a little vape. Right, another 10 seconds. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you in this time, which is fine. We'll switch over to Family Fortune. Oh, hello, Penny. You appeared under my chair. Right, let's pick a single player to challenge 8Minky and Prog Me. The challenger is Toad Boy 123. Ah, sorry, Panda. Yeah, I'm trying to get a bit of pace on this because Blockbusters. It's one of those games that can either be very fast paced or it can go very slow, especially because there's no music or anything in the background. So it's just trivia. So, Toad Boy 123. Do pop yourself down towards the streaming room if you would like your voice to be heard, and join in for some of the casual, friendly banter. Meanwhile, as the previous winner returning, yes, they are. Toad Boy. Do we have a Toad Boy? Do. And yes, there'll be 2 new players in the next game regardless, and if Progminky get the win, then there'll be 3. So at least 2 new players coming into the next game, possibly 3, if 8Minky and Prog can do the treble and get all 3. But they've got a fierce challenge in the shape of Toad Boy, who I presume is setting up his microphone. Might be wrong. Thank you very much, Progme. Yeah, this is an earlier one, so it's a little bit. It doesn't look particularly interesting. Although I'm quite happy with how the tiles of the board came out. The set itself isn't quite as interesting as some others, but it does the job. So yeah, thank you for the feedback. Here's a Toad Boy. Let's pop him into the stream. Hello, Toad Boy. Or not. Are you muted? I can't hear you just now. I've got a green circle, but no sound. Have I muted you? No, you're not muted. Well, at the very least, you can see the screen from there, Toad Boy, even if we can't hear you, which is slightly strange, but there we go. 2, 3, or 4 exclamation marks to buzz. Wait for me to say your name before you answer. It's Toad Boy versus Progminky. Looks like the board is ready, so let's play Blockbusters.
Right, the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
I said that already. Oh, look at that. B is flashing again. Toad Boy, you're going top to bottom. Progminky, you're going left to right. Here's a B. What B was the Archbishop murdered in Canterbury Cathedral? 8Minky's here.
Bruce!
Was it Bruce? Wasn't Bruce. Toad Boy, buzz if you think you know. Yeah, a lot of B's coming up tonight. No, it was Beckett. Thomas Beckett. Yes, aim in the P. I'm getting the answer there. No clue from Toad Boy. That's okay. Let's have another B. Get through a lot of B questions tonight. Well, B is to divide into 2 equal parts. 8Minky.
I'll try bisect.
Bisect sounds good to me. It is the right answer, and you've got the first tile of the grid. Where are you going to next? Oh, 1 second. My wife needs to talk to me, and apparently it's urgent.
Is Panda playing, or is he just watching?
What, tomorrow?
No, now.
I think he's just watching.
Because I've sent him the stacks to check. I've tweaked.
Okay, Panda, Megs has sent you things to check, by the way. She wanted me to pass that on to you personally. Sorry, as you were, 8Minky.
Sorry, guys.
I think we'll go for the single U.
That.
Opposed to the W, the U.
Where's... Oh, there! I'm looking all up and I say, where's the U? And it's there, I see it. Let's have a U. Well, U is another word for the cosmos. Prog.me was there first. The universe is the right answer. And a letter, Prog.me. S. What S? Was the appropriate title of the Shakespeare Sister single remained at the UK #1 spot for 8 weeks. And hello, Toad Boy, I can hear you now.
Oh, that's great.
It was Stay by the Shakespeare Sisters. So yes, welcome, Toad Boy. And,
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Glad you got your mic sorted out. It's good to hear. You're joining us on an S, and remember, 2, 3, or 4 exclamation marks.
Yeah, sorry, someone rang my doorbell and I had to leave the computer for a second.
Oh,
And,
right.
now my friend is here.
Right,
He will not help me. He's not
That's
allowed
all good.
to, so-
Hello, Toad Boy's friend. Let's have another S.
Okay.
What S is both a sea and a freshwater fish? Progme was there first. Is it a salmon? It is a salmon, and the Blues are on a roll. You're going to have to be a bit quicker than this, Toad Boy, if you want to get some points on the board.
I'm doing great. I think I'm doing great. I think I'm doing fantastic.
Progme is going for the M. What M is the title used within the Catholic Church? Toad Boy was there very quickly. Madonna is not the right answer. The
shoot.
Catholic Church, which is a word that literally means my lord. Progme wants to have a go.
Laughing. I'm trying my best.
Madonna is our Lord.
I know.
Messiah. Messiah is not right either. That's a good thought there. Monsignor.
Oh.
There's a Monsignor. Because I grew
Catholic
up
school
in.
has failed me.
Yeah, I grew up in a Catholic faith. Monsignor. There was
I did
Monsignor
think it was
McKinney.
the Madonna though. Madonna should have been the right answer.
Madonna's
Okay.
Madonna's the Virgin Mary, I believe. Right, let's have another M. What M is a soft pulp or mawkish sentiment? That question sounds familiar. I think I might have seen that before, which means M might have reset its database. It's a mush. A mush.
Oh.
Another M. What M is to increase in number? Toad Boy. To multiply,
Hey,
as in to be
finally.
to be fruitful. And you've blocked off that blue path. Can you do some more damage, Toad Boy? Where are you going to go?
I'll take a T.
T for Tommy. Remember, you're going up and down. So T would still
Oh,
give
shoot.
you a
Never mind. I'll take a J.
No, you can have the T. The T will still give you a path of 4. I just say you're not obligated to carry on the path.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'll
So-
take a T then.
You go for the T. Okay.
I forgot how Blockbusters works.
What T is a button on a duffel coat? Oh, we don't know this. We should know this one. No, it's a toggle. You get a toggle
Toggle.
on a duffel
Yeah,
coat.
uniquely British.
It's not uniquely British. Duffel coats were invented in. This is a millionaire question on Judith Keppels. It was either Germany or Belgium. I can't remember. Belgium. Thank you, darling. Yes. So it's a French invention, a Belgian invention. Let's have another T. What T is a fork-tailed gull-like seabird? 8 Minky wants to have a go.
Try for turn.
A turn. It is a turn, as in the
Yeah.
Arctic turn.
That makes sense.
That's a warning light, so you're forced to pick V, 8 Minky. Let's have a look at it.
V it is, yep.
What V means capable of being wounded. Toad Boy was there first. V weak is not the answer. Buzz again, Blues, if you think you know.
I have no clue.
Progme is there. Vulnerable, I believe,
Oh,
is the answer. And that is Blockbusters. Well done, Blues.
Bum, ba-da-da-da-da,
Okay, so Toad Boy, you've got 5 points on the board in your first appearance. Progminky, you are 1 frame away from securing the treble, which has happened a few times, but we want to see if you're going to be able to make it another. Yeah, that's all there is to say about that. Let's go on to the next round.
Right, the board is ready. Let's play Blockbusters.
Blockbusters Grand Slam, indeed.
I'm not good at this game.
What is with
I
the bees
realize.
tonight? B is flashing
come on.
again. What bee is the devil? 8 Minky was there first.
Beelzebub.
Has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. See what- So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can? Sorry, we should carry on with the game. My wife is looking at me.
Oh, baby.
So I'm not quite.
fishing.
Not sure what happened there. Oh, we're killing everyone's ears. Sorry, everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, who's very loud? I think it's Toad Boy. I think you might be a little loud. So everyone's going to D channel now.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you think you can stone me and say my eye? Who won that point? I can't remember.
Not
Go
me.
and check the chat. It was 8 Minky. Where would you like to go, 8 Minky?
I'll take M for Mama.
Ooh, how does one unsubscribe? Sorry, Connor. Let's have a look at the M. What M is the fine white hair of Angora goats? 8 Minky knows. Or he thinks he does. Mohair. Mohair, mo problem. Mohair is the right answer. Where to, 8 Minky?
Oh, shoot.
Let's take the G, please, for
G.
grandmother.
G for grandma. Yes, Toadboy, you have to wait until before the question, after the question's been asked, before buzzing.
That was a trigger happy press accident.
Ah, very good. G for grandma. Let's have a look. What G is unintelligible speech? Toadboy is there.
Garble.
It's not garble, and I know that because this
Uh-oh.
question came up before. It does feel like, because there's only a finite number of questions per letter, and it resets the database automatically, I think.
Never mind, I know what
Hey,
it is.
Minky was here.
Glub, glub, glub.
No, it's gibberish.
I was about to
Gibberish.
say it's gibberish.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I'm German.
Oh,
with apologies to any Germans in the audience.
My friend here is a German major, so he's offended.
A great deal of offence has been taken. Let's move on rapidly then. Let's have a look at another G. What G was the first American to orbit the Earth? Toadboy was there first.
Is it that? Glenn?
Oh, it was Glenn.
Hey. Okay,
I was
cool.
expecting a boom. I thought it was Gagarin, but he was the first man in space, obviously. Where to then, Toadboy? You're going up and down, remember?
Ben, I want you.
You I'm flattered, deeply flattered. Oh, you want the letter U? Oh, how embarrassing.
Yes.
Ha, let's have a look. What U is spooky or mysterious? Silence. Oh, and here's Toadboy. Underwear. Can be spooky and mysterious. Buzz Blues, if you know. It's not the answer we've got on the card, though. 8 Minky's going to have a guess. No. Uncanny. Uncanny. In the uncanny valley. Let's have another U.
Sorry, Tipster.
What U did the Voyager space probe photograph?
Dang it.
8 Minky was there first.
Uranus.
Uranus, or Uranus, or Uranus. If
Family friendly.
It's the name of a planet, Uranus.
Yeah.
Photograph Uranus. I've got a hilarious joke about Uranus. No, sorry. Let's go on. Which letter are we having?
Jokes just make themselves.
Let us take T, please, for Toadboy.
T for
Oh,
Tommy,
thanks.
or T for
Thank
Toadboy. Let's have a look. What T in Staffordshire gave its name to Peel's Manifesto in 1834? That's an esoteric British history question and a half. Political British history. It was Tamworth. I grew up not very many miles from there. Yes, Tamworth. Which yeah, you're not missing much if you've not been there. Another T. What T was a town in both ancient Greece and Egypt? Thebes. Was Thebes. If anyone's seen the film The Mummy would know that. Let's have another T. What T wrote Vanity Fair? Remember, it's single word answers. Here's 8 Minky for a guess.
Try Thurber, it's not right.
No, it's not Thurber. Toadboy, buzz if you think you know. You want to have a guess? Here's Toadboy now. Not Tamagotchi either. It's Thackeray.
Yeah.
Thackeray. Another T. What T is strong string of 2 or more strands? Prog me is there. A thread is not the right answer. Buzz Toadboy if you think you know. Strong string of 2 or more strands. Here's Toadboy. Tommy Lee Jones. No, it's twine, not thread, but twine.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, twine rather than thread. One more T. What T means curt or concise? Toadboy's there first.
Oh shoot! Nope. Oh god. Yep. Nope. Lost it.
Tetris is not the answer. Buzz Blues if you think you know. The world is not enough. No buzz. It's terse. If you're terse with somebody, it means you're a bit short.
This was a great choice, Ape Mickey. I think we're doing great.
Here's another T. Yes, we've got a little bit stuck on this one, haven't we? What T is a freshwater tortoise? 8 Minky.
Turtle?
Not a turtle, that's what I was thinking as well. Toad Boy Buzz if you think you know.
Oh, I think I know it now. Shoot.
My wife is saying she knows.
No.
Is that what
Oh,
yeah, it's a
dang it.
terrapin. A terrapin. More tea! Tipster is in his element right now with so much tea.
Tea.
What tea is a swing used in gymnastics? 8 Minky.
Oh god.
Trapeze, surely.
Oh.
It is a
No,
trapeze. We
that's
finally get off that nasty tea, and poor Toad Boy's white tile has been isolated. He's going to need an entirely new path. Where are you going to go to,
thinking.
8 Minky?
Let's try and connect the L.
L for Lima. Let's have a look. What L are woody climbing plants in the tropics whose long stems can grow to over 200 feet? Toad Boy's there. Long Boys is, or Long Bois is not the answer. It could be Bois. 8 Minky's going to have a guess though.
I'm gonna spell it right. Lanai.
Lanai is the right answer. You've got a warning light,
Jeez.
which means you're one away. It's an R or an H.
Let's try for the R, please.
Let's have a look. What R is a gypsy? Slightly outdated question bank. Politically incorrect question bank, possibly. Apologies in advance if this answer is rude. Prog Me's going to have a guess. Ragabond is not the answer. Toad Boy Buzz, if you want to have a guess.
No clue.
No clue on this one. We'll let it time out and we'll see if the answer is offensive. Romani. I don't think that's offensive. I think it might just be a family name, possibly. Resmerelda, Lingomania, Not quite. Let's have another R. Romani. Thank you, Carl. What R was Zimbabwe originally named after? Who was there? Progme was there.
Nobody knows gonna get it.
And Rwanda is the not the right answer.
Oh.
So we're going to have a buzz. We'll let it time out and see what the answer is. It's Rhodes, apparently.
Yep, Rhodesia.
Oh,
Rhodesia.
Rhodesia. Aha.
Yep.
So Veranda's not the right answer. So we go on with the R. What R is a horse that's hay or chestnut mixed with white? Toad Boy's going to have a guess. A rocking... Not a rocking horse. Anyone from the Blues want to have a buzz to win the match and to win the treble? No, they're going to sit it out. It's a rowan. A rowan. Which I believe is one of the centaurs in Harry Potter is called Roman. I imagine it's probably the same etymology. Let's have another R. What R is every action said to have? Toad Boy was there first. A reaction is the right answer. You blocked off that path.
Oh my god.
The warning light is still there, but Toad Boy, you're not obligated to take that H at this time.
Yeah, no, we're gonna take a K.
It's up to the top. Let's have a look at the K. What K is the hide of a young beast and sleep? What K is the hide of a young beast and sleep? Toad Boy going to have a guess. Not a Kinder Egg. Well, the wild stabs in the dark. The hide of a young beast and sleep. I think I know this one. 8 Minky.
Nap.
Nap is spelled with an N. Kit was the right answer. Yes, Danny, please keep questions out of the chat because there was a very real possibility that if 8 Minky had seen that and gone with that, that could have. Yeah, no spoilers in chat. Thanks. I'm sure it's just a slip, but just be mindful of it while we're in live play. Let's have another K. What K is a rounded protuberance on a door? Toad Boy. Knob. The famous knob strikes again. It's the second time we've seen knob in the in this stream. Lovely. Good. Toad Boy, where are you going to go? Again, no obligation to go anywhere yet because you haven't got a warning light.
Let's go for the S.
You're going to go for the S. Let's have a look. What S is a large enclosed area in which cars are displayed for sale? Prog Me was there. Here's a showroom, a car showroom.
Dang it.
Now that warning light is there, Blues, but you can go for either I... No, you can't. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You must go for H, because that is the only one that completes the path, I believe. H is the only one there, so you are forced into H. What H is the German port that gave its name to fried minced steak? Toad Boy. Toad Boy. It's not Hero. Buzz Blues if you think you know. Here's 8 Minky.
Hamburg?
Hamburg is the right answer. And that is Blockbusters. Well played, Blues. Completing the treble. Nicely done, finishing on 170. Toad Boy giving you a bit of a run for your money there, finishing up with 20, but not enough to topple the might of 8 Minky. And it turns out for Blockbusters today, 2 brains are indeed better than 1. Prog Minky finishing on 170. Let's go take a peep at the leaderboard just before we finish, when it loads. Yes, I need to reset this. So all these top scores up here are from before I reset the rules, before people could just point farm and go anywhere and go all the way round to get as many points as possible to get on the leaderboard. Which was actually Ape last time as well. Lupine and Ape managed to do some farming to get up to 225. Prog Minky sitting in comfortably there, winning 3 matches, 170 points in total, ranked in 6th. A little bit further down, let's look at some of our... So Toad Boy getting 20, Cetra getting 15, Not a Jumble of Numbers getting 10. So that's where you rank on the leaderboard. 225 is still that top score. I will at some point reset this leaderboard when I have implemented the gold run and stuff. Now the rules have been established. A great big noise. Thank you very much for that subscription, Prog Me. Very kind of you indeed, and welcome to the family. Thank you very much. Right, it's 9:20, which means I've been going about an hour, which is about right. And also, this feels like a comfortable place to stop because, well, Blockbusters certainly, because we've got a checkout, so all the players are out, so there's no returning players, so I don't need to worry about that next time, so that's good. So, we'll take a little break there. Thank you for playing Blockbusters. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll get ready to do the hand jive at the end, and then I'll take a very short 5-minute break, and then we'll play some Family Fortunes. So sit tight, do not go away, and do join me for the hand jive. Here we go, if I can remember it. You all have to join in.
I'm ready.
Get as much. So, you go.
6,
Sneeze,
7, 8.
clap. I think you're out of sync slightly. The guys on chat, you're slightly out of sync with me. And then cross, twirl, twirl, shoulder, shoulder. Legs, clap, cross. Other way, twirl, twirl, shoulder, shoulder, legs, clap, cross, cross. Oh, I've forgotten how to do it now. Shoulder.
5 steps this time.
Twirl, twirl, da, and da. There we go. Something like that. Thank you very much for playing, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the hand jive. I will watch it for next time so I know how to do it properly. Sit tight, don't go away, and I will be back in about 5 minutes' time. When I find the right window to switch to. Where's OBS gone? There it is. Right. Let's turn mic. Let's turn Discord off. Let's turn... Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. It is time for Family Fortunes. It will be in a few minutes. I was so excited to do the waving, I forgot to switch the game screen on, so we didn't get the nice fade in. But never mind. We got the music. We got the music, Barry, so that's all very exciting. Yes, Awooga, not La Rumba. Arumba! That's such a good song. I do like that song. I get used to this playlist because I'm listening to it so much. It's because it's a royalty-free electro swing playlist, so it works really well for sort of opening and closing streams and stuff. Not Awooga, as from Gladiator, from the awkward If you ever watch Gladiators, classic Gladiator, where John Fashanu is interviewing the players, he's so awkward about everything. And I've just realised I spelled feuding wrong on my invite. Oh well. Yeah, it's the interview progress of Fashanu. So you came here to win, but you didn't do very well. You lost, no points. Well done. Let's hear it. And it's like he's really bad. I'm glad it's not just us that thinks that. And if everybody's just got these sort of dead eyes, the sort of dead eyes behind the smile, it's slightly frightening if you stare at it for too long. Stare at the eyes of Fash and Ollie, but. The 90s, weren't they great? Anyway, it is going to be time for Family Fortunes in a minute. But first of all, just a couple of plugs. I've been watching, I found a new YouTube channel this week, if anyone knows it, called JRose11. Anyone who is into Pokemon, this guy is doing some challenges. He's doing them quite regularly at the moment. His name's JRose11. He's not asked me to promote it, I've just been watching a lot of them. If you're into the classic Pokemon games, like I am, Pokemon Red and Blue, he's seeing if he can complete them with a single Pokemon, which I find quite entertaining to watch. He's got quite good commentary on it as well. So if you're into that, thought it might be of interest to you. Now, other things to say. I am back on Saturday. No, I'm back before then, but I'll say that about in a minute. I'm next hosting, I should say, on Saturday, where it's going to be a brand new mystery game show. Only a handful of people are aware of what it is. It's hopefully going to be fully Twitch interactive, a bit like Millionaire is, if I can get that written between now and then. It shouldn't take me too long, because I've done the base of the Twitch stuff already. But it's for a few people to come and play in the hot seat, as it were. But I'm hoping to get a Twitch integration for everybody to play if I can figure out a rule set for it. Because as you'll see on Saturday, it's not the game that naturally lends itself to having a Twitch audience, but it could be quite fun to do. So keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be Saturday, 13th of June at 8 o'clock. So that's my next time when I'll be hosting. Of course, Sunday, you've got the Pinnacle Larder with Tipster at 7. I think, did I set up a Tipster shout out? Or was it with a 1? Or was it Pinnacle? There you go. Pinnacle Larder on Sunday night at 7 for Tipster's Pub Quiz. He will be back and hosting that, so do go give him a follow and say hello if you get a chance to do that. Ash is back this week after a very well-deserved week off last week. Ash is going to be back on Friday with 1,000 Heartbeats. But before that, Ash is going to be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And this is the reason why I say I will be back hosting on Saturday, because I am actually going to be round and about for Ash's stream tomorrow, his Wednesday night stream at 8 PM, which is going to be the Battle of the Hosts, which was one of the rewards unlocked for the marathon last Saturday. So Ash and I are going to be doing Battle of the Hosts tomorrow. I might just bring Ash in, because I don't necessarily want to just say everything about what that is. Ash, if you're in, are you about, Ash? Do you want to come and just do a quick shout out for that tomorrow, or I can just say what we're doing? We haven't decided an order yet. We'll probably have to do that later on. Ash is here. Let me just unmute you from Discord. Ash, do you want to just tell us a few words about tomorrow? No, I guess not. I can't hear you. I don't know if anyone else can. Can anyone else hear Ash? No. You got sound? What's happening? Have you switched your microphone off, Ash? You're green, but there's no sound. Oh, I'm deafened on Discord. Thank you. That'll be why. God, I'm such an idiot. It's not even funny. Right.
There we go.
Is it even one of my streams if I don't do that? Yeah. Well done, Flush. I turned you on in OBS. I remembered that one. Right, let me try that again. Ash, do you just want to say a couple of words about tomorrow night?
Yes, so thank you to all of your donations during the Help Musicians 12-hour Twitch game show marathon live stream thing. We raised in excess of £3,000, which is great. And yeah, as part of that, one of the incentives was this host v host matchup, which will take place tomorrow on my channel at 8 PM. There will be it's a 3-part face-off basically. The first part is duel. So if you've got some questions that you feel like could be good for a me versus Flush duel, then there is a special tag floating around called Face Off, I believe. Talk to the question proofers about that in the Q Writing channel for more information on that. Second up, I believe, is going to be Countdown. So it's a revisit of my loss against yourself in the Countdown League.
Close loss, very close.
It was very close loss, yes. And then at the end is an interesting one. It's a sort of a 2-part millionaire because one of those will be I'll be hosting and Ben is playing, and then the other one the roles are reversed. Megs has written 2 question stacks of similar difficulty and similar sort of question categories. And we'll just see how far we can get in comparison to each other. As the host will still be alive, so we will still be playing. I don't think we're going to be playing.
We're not going to be sabotaged against 8 Minky Center.
No,
I think,
exactly.
I think we're playing in good spirits.
Absolutely, yes.
In the best spirit of the game.
Absolutely. So that's what it's going to be, and yeah, it's going to be sort of like the best of the 3, or whatever, because a millionaire could be a bit interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a bit of fun between the 2 parts of the community that's sort of like amalgamated into the one anyway.
So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So Ash is going to do all the hosting at his end, apart from when I'm hosting Millionaire, which I think you're just going to screen capture through Discord.
Yes.
So there won't be any need to channel hop, and Ash has got the builds, so the bot should. So with regard to Millionaire, we the other night, like when I sent Ash the build for Millionaire, we implemented a God mode for fastest finger. So I've got a little boolean on my end now called God mode, and when that's enabled, if either Ash or myself are in the lobby and we type 4 letters, we automatically get 0.01 seconds on fastest finger, and therefore
and get it right.
And get it right no matter what we type. So there's a God mode that will automatically get one of us into the seat, but we've done that so that we can still have the lobby as normal. So no one will be able to win fastest finger apart from the 2 of us who are going into the hot seat. But it does mean you will still be able to play along at home as you normally would on a regular Millionaire stream. So that's why we've done that. So it will still be Millionaire as normal that you can play along with the lobby. Ash has got the build. Persephone's Twitch bot will be making a cameo in Ash's server. So
yes.
That should be fun. And yes, Megs has written both of the questions. My wife Megs has written both of the question stacks and sent them directly to the Panda for proofing, and they're having a chat about that this evening just to fine tune them. I know nothing about them other than I believe she's basically made them. They're modelled on each other, Ash. So the subjects, the topics, I think will be similar at each level. Panda is saying they are.
Panda, don't say that. We have got no chance, Ben.
But Megs has just said, "What did Panda say?" He said the questions are hard. Oh, you're there. Apparently they're hard. But I quite like the idea of maybe one of us wins Duel, the other one wins Countdown, and then we get to the same value on Millionaire, and so we depart this life as equals.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be lovely. That'd be very, very sweet. Hello, Dylan. Make it quick because we're already running behind time. Dylan wants me to say World of Warships to you. Has anyone played World of Warships?
We've got an ad going for World of Warships now, have we?
Dylan just likes it when I mention his things, I think, on stream. Dylan, it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it? How old are you going to be? Dylan's going to be 11 tomorrow. Oh, he's not staying to hear the happy birthday from everyone, but there we go. Dylan's going to be 11 tomorrow. So he's going to bed because he's back at school at the moment. which is good for him because it's to see friends and things again because he's going a bit stir crazy. Everyone says happy birthday, by the way. Right, I think that's all the announcements. So that should be. Oh no, there's one more that's just come through. Actually, Matt is going to be streaming brand new Perfect Timing next Monday at 8 p.m. So that's next Monday, the 15th of June. Matt is going to be doing Perfect Timing over on his channel twitch.tv/Matt_the_ref.
Perfect Timing will take it, leave it.
That is. I don't know if that's public. Yeah, sure. Go.
I've got two games. So next Monday night, I have got Perfect Timing, Monday at 8 p.m. The following week, I will have Take It or Leave It.
Go then.
I have 2 games available.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So do go and check out Matt's channel. I'll just pop I need to get a shout out for it. I'll do that at some point. But for now, it's just Matt_the_ref, isn't it? Do go and give Matt a follow. And do check that out next Monday and the Monday after. Of course, next Tuesday, so this time next week, I will be back and we'll be probably playing the mystery game again. So we're debuting the mystery game and it will probably just be the mystery game on Saturday. We'll do a little bit more mystery game next Tuesday. And after that will be Danger Zone next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, back here for Mystery Game, which is going to be revealed on Saturday, and Danger Zone. And then Saturday week is back to Millionaire. So lots and lots and lots of stuff going on. Do go and check out all the fun. Now, let's play Family Fortunes. That was a long announcement break, so we're going to play Family Fortunes. Popping... Okay. I forgot how loud this old headset is, and I've obviously not muted Unity, so... VFSP, if you want to come into the lobby and potentially be in one of the families, either the pinks or the blues, we'll pick you around. We need 10 to play, so don't be shy. Put yourselves in. You'll need to be in the server, and ideally with a microphone, though it's not a complete game killer if you don't. Do pop yourselves in, and we'll get some families built up. Come on, Psycho Dave, you know it makes sense. There you are. Clive, Daz, Connor, Carr, Danny, Aspie, AM in the PM, Psycho Dave. We need 2 more. We've got 30 of you watching. There's Toshi. And Queenfell. Hello, Queenfell. Are you new? Very welcome here, Queenfell. I don't think I recognise your name, but it looks like you've got a Twitch Prime subscription, so thank you very much for that, and welcome to the server, or to the channel, and hopefully to the server. If you're not in the server, by the way, you can go and do it just there, which you will need to be in order to chat with your family over the course of this game. Anyone else coming to join us? I mean, we've got a nice round 10 at the moment, so that would guarantee everyone a spot who wants one. Sitting this one out watching the show. Good stuff, 8 Minky, that's cool. Oh, Queen's been on Danny Buzz. Well, you're very welcome here, Queen. Thank you for fighting us. Let's pick the families before anyone else comes in and one person gets disappointed. Here we go. There we go, and that's how it's been split almost exactly down the middle, but not quite. Clive, Daz, Connor, Danny, and Queenfell. You are the blue family. Carver 7th, Toshi, Sago Dave, Aim in the PM, and Aspia Dog. You are the pink family. Make your way to your respective family rooms, the blue family and the pink family, in the server. If you're not in the server, you might need to come into the server so that you can go and chat with your family. There's the blue family populator. I believe we're probably just waiting on... oh, hang on, no. Score counter, you Queenfell. Okay. I are the confuse. Obviously we're missing Queenfell, who's not in the server yet. And pink family looks like it's populated now. Sago Dave, Aim in the PM, Aspia Dog, Carl the 7th, Score count, and Douchey. Lovely. I think lovely. Score count's just doing sound checks and stuff. That's great. He's popping in and out from room to room, which is nice. Queenfell, I don't know if you're able to come into the server if you have Discord. Yeah, Clive and Connor OPT. So if you follow that link that Matt's just posted there, Queenfell, if you click that link and then you'll be taken to the welcome page, and at the bottom of the welcome page there's a little tick box that says I have read and agreed to the rules, but you can go back and read them a bit later on in your own time, but for now it'll just bring you into the server.
Hilariously, Clyde has just messaged me saying, "This is how you invite people to a server."
Yes.
Clyde, are you psychic?
So, hopefully you'll pop up in my moderation channel in a minute. Queenfell? Are you the first? You're not the first, so it's not necessarily the underworld if you can't get in immediately. Let's zoom out and just take a look. And it's !chat followed by your message if you want your message to appear on screen. Discord not working. Oh, that's a shame. Do you have an account, Queenfell? Yeah, because it's I'm not seeing you appearing at the moment, but that's okay. You can just do it through chat. So just make sure you can do the chatting, Queenfell. !chat followed by your message. Server should be working. It's a public server. It's a verified server. New arrivals. No, I can't see you coming in. How strange. Okay. Well, we'll make a start. If we can just get going with chat then, for now, that would be grand. Right. I've wittered on for too long, and it's already 9:45, so we're probably going to have time for one game, even though I started late. But oh, I didn't mean to do that. I've just cleared the survey. Whoops. Let me unclear that. It's not the compiler. Answer revealer is what I want. Aha! I like this. Right, Connor and Saigai Dave, you are going to be first to play on the buzzer. So if you'd like to... Oh, you're already there. Lovely. Floor managers are being very, very on it. Right, if you're ready, let's play Family Fortunes. I'm just getting a little bit of feedback, a little bit of a feedback loop from somebody, so if you could mute when you're not talking, that would be great. !buzz is what you need in the Twitch chat, ready to buzz in as soon as the question appears. Connor, meet Saigai Dave.
Social distance handshake.
Social distance handshake.
Very appropriate. So !buzz ready in the Twitch chat if you would like to buzz in. It's top 7 answers in... Megs? Is the cake... I can smell the cake, I'm just... Okay, so there's a cake in the oven and I can smell it, which I always strike as a possible issue. Right, top 7 answers in this game. We asked 100 people to name something you hear cops say in a police movie. Saigai Dave.
Freeze.
Freeze. Top answer. You're on control of the board. What are you going to do, Saigai Dave? Play or pass?
We'll play.
You'll play. You're going to play. Okay, rejoin your family and no conferring for the pinks. Blues, Connor, go rejoin the blues and have a chat with your family in case you get a chance to steal later on. So, I'm going to go and have a little chat with the pink family. And hopefully I'm going to be moved over there. Am I screen sharing? No, I'm probably not screen sharing at the moment because I can't screen share and keep moving around. But that's fine. We screen share at the end. So, pinks, I'm coming to you. No conferring for this round. How it works, I'll go down you one at a time. I'll go down through the ranks one at a time. And you give me your answer. And if it's there, you get a point. If not, you lose a life. 3 lives and it goes over to the blues to steal. Ask me a dog. You're into a game. Hurrah!
Let's hope I make the most of it.
Let's hope you make the most of it. What do you think? Something you hear cops say in a police movie.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. Yes, it's there. Answer number 2. Up to 50 points in the bank. Nicely done. Toshi, hello there.
Hi there.
You keeping well?
Yeah, I'm drinking my watermelon lemonade. Hydrated.
Would that not be watermelon aid, presumably?
You know, right?
Like lime, watermelon aid, watermelon.
Really acidic.
So following that train of thought will lead us to a dark place, I'm sure. Toshi, what do you think? Something you hear cops say in a police movie?
You know what? I'm gonna go for a Roger that 10-4.
Okay, Roger that 10-4. Yes, 10-4 is there. Answer number 7. I have no idea what 10-4 is, what it means, what it's for. I imagine it's an Americanism. Possibly.
It means acknowledge.
I think it's police. No, it's police code.
Oh, it's police code for acknowledge. I see.
Acknowledged and/or okay and/or etc.
Lovely. Thank you, factoid check bot tutorial bot there in on the answer. Lovely. Aim in the PM. Hello.
Hello.
Are you well?
I'm doing fine.
Excellent. Very glad to hear. What do you think, Aim in the PM? Something you hear cops say in a police movie.
We're under arrest.
We're looking for you're under arrest. Yes, it's there. Answer number 4. 3 answers to find and 3 lives still intact. Carver 7th. Hello and welcome.
Oh.
You keeping yourself well and out of trouble?
What?
You're keeping well and out of trouble.
Yeah.
Good. Lovely. Carl, what do you think? Something you hear cops say in a police movie?
Please, I'm just wondering if you'll say, like, halt or stop.
Okay, we're looking for maybe halt or stop. Just check my answers. Halt or stop. Good thought, but it's not there, so we lose a life on that one. Sci Guy Dave coming back round to the front of the line. You got the top answer before. Can you find another one?
You have the right to remain silent.
Okay, maybe you're right. You have the right to remain silent. Yes, it's there. Answer number 3. 2 answers to find, and you've got 2 lives to do it, so you're looking good at the moment. Aspie, you gave us a good answer before. Can you find another one? Something you hear cops say in a police movie.
Pull over.
One more time.
Pull over.
Pull over. Okay, maybe they'll say pull over. Good answer again, but it's not there. The Blues might get a chance to seal. Tread carefully now, Toshi. What do you think? Something you hear cops say in a police movie.
I would be thinking they would say drop your weapon, maybe.
Okay.
Bad people.
Yes, they might say drop your weapon. Let's have a look. Drop your weapon. Yes, it's there. Answer number 5. 1 answer to find, 1 life to do it with. AM in the PM. It all comes down to you. What do you think? Something you hear cops say in a police movie. Gonna have to rush you.
I have no idea, I'm sorry.
No, that is going to be time. So we lose our last life on that. And the Blues get a chance to steal. So I'm going to be popped up to the Blues. There we go. Thank you very much. Blue family, I'm going to come down the line. I'm going to ask you for your answer. And then I will go with the majority. Queenfell, if you want to just type !chat followed by your message, just so I can see it up on the screen, sort of any time now, and then I will take the answer as and when it appears. So, Danny Boy, there's 1 answer to find. What do you think?
I think backup needed.
Backup needed. Okay, Clive of Legend.
I need backup.
I need backup. Daz.
Another option we had was this is the police.
This is the police. Queenfell, if you want to type your message into the chat and see if that can come up, that would be great. We'll go to Connor, and then we'll wait for your answer to come back round in a minute. Connor, have you got an answer?
Yeah, backup needed.
You're going for backup needed. So that's a majority there. So maybe if Queenfell's got another option, it'll come up. But we have got a majority now. So we're going to look for... Australians all let us rejoice. We're looking for to steal the money in the bank. Queenfell said, okay, get down is maybe a good option as well. But we're going to go with the majority. We're looking for to steal the money... Backup needed. No, it's not there.
Dang it.
Good options, but not there. So the Pinks get the money in the bank, and I'm going to pop back to the Pink family to tell them the good news. Congratulations, Pinks. They haven't managed to steal, and you've got the money in the bank, £94. And the missing answer, answer number 6, on something you hear cops say in a police movie is... Book 'em.
Oh,
Someone
said that. Someone said that.
No, book him, Lou. Yeah, it's very much a Simpson thing. Hello, Danny.
I text you a suggestion, but you don't have your phone.
No, it's charging. My wife had just suggested "What's in the box" might have been something you might hear the police say in a police movie.
If it was a British film, they'll probably say "You're nicked."
You're nicked. You're nicked might be a British thing as well. Okay, so it's going to be Queenfell and Aspie Dog who are going to be playing the next round. Let me just bring up a survey. That's a really good survey question. So we're going to pop down into the private streaming channel. So Queenfell, you're up next. So get !Buzz ready. That's going to add a comma to that. Okay, let's play on round 2. Okay, Aspia Dog. Queenfell isn't here for you to meet, but we can. I'm sure they're here in spirit. So, exclamation mark buzz into the chat if you want to buzz in. Top 7 answers again in this survey. We asked 100 people to name. Besides eat, name something a person might do on their lunch hour. Aspia Dog.
Walk.
One more time, just confirm.
Walk.
Walk. Okay, they might go for a walk. Yes, it is a top answer. So you've got control of the board, Aspie. What would you like to do, play or pass?
We'll keep playing ourselves. That's why not.
Okay, keep playing. So rejoin your family and no conferring. And Queenfell, obviously you can rejoin your family and confer for some answers for later on. But if you're not in the server, you're not going to be able to do that. So maybe message them. Pinks are going to play. And Toshi, we come back to yourself. Name besides eat, name something a person might do on their lunch hour.
I nap.
Okay, maybe is that your answer? You gonna go for answer?
That's my answer. That's my answer. I nap.
Okay, we're looking for take a nap. Yes, it's there. You're not alone, Toshi. Quite a few people decided. 12 people decided they're going to have a nap during their lunch hour. Very nice. Answer number 5. AM in the PM coming to you.
Talk with your coworkers.
What with your coworkers?
Talk with your coworkers.
Oh, talk. So chat with your coworkers. Okay, maybe have a chat with your coworkers. Good answer, but it's not there. Card 7th, coming on to yourself.
I'm going to say read a book or read a newspaper.
Okay, so maybe read a book or a paper. Yes, read is there. Answer number 4. We're doing well, Pink's only lost 1 life so far. 4 answers to find. Sci Guy Dave, what do you think? Besides eat, name something a person might do on their lunch hour.
I'll go for smoke. Like have a smoke break.
Okay, they might have a smoking break. Yes, smoke is there. Answer number 7. Oh, a great big noise from OBS. Thank you for the follow. Noahphile. Noahphile, welcome. You're very welcome here. Thank you for that follow, and I hope you're enjoying the game. Wait. Aspie, we've come back round to you, all the way round. 3 answers to find, 2 lives in which to do it. What do you think? Hello?
Oh.
Say again?
No, I don't know, maybe shop?
Okay, maybe they would go to a shop. Good answer, but not there. 2 lives have gone, so the Blues might get a chance to steal with 3 still on the board. Toshi.
Since Walk is up there, maybe they're out for a run, like an exercise.
Okay, maybe they would go and take some exercise. Yes, exercise is there. Answer number 2. 94 in the bank. You've got 2 to find if you want to secure it. AM in the PM. You've got 1 life. What do you think?
So if you can't eat, what about drink?
Okay, so if you can't eat, you might go for a drink of some sort. We're looking for drink. No, 3 lives have gone, so the Blues get a chance to steal. I'm going to be popped over to the blue room, and again, as before, Queenfell, if you would like to go exclamation mark chat and type your not now, babe, not the minute. Save some for me in a bit. I do want his birthday cake, but in the middle of a stream, could we maybe not try and thrust things into my mouth when I'm talking, which everyone has now found hilarious.
Look at me taken so out of context, dude.
There's a bug. Is there a bug, Toshi?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
The number 2 answer has gotten 29 points, whereas the top answer has 26 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So it does. I don't know how that's happened. That's not a bug. That's just, as in, that's just an incorrect collation of the survey. Good spot. That's not a generic bug, though. That is more of a that survey was compiled incorrectly, or was written incorrectly, rather. So. Good spot. Academic in this case, since it's I imagine the numbers were just got translated. It maybe could have made a difference to the top answer, but we can't really do much about it. I can only go with what's there. So apologies for that and good spot. Right, again, Queenfell, if you would like to type your answer, ! chat, followed by your answer, and then I'll go down the line and see what everyone else thinks. Danny boy, what do you think?
I think catch up with friends.
Catch up with friends. Clive?
Make a phone call.
Make a phone call. Daz?
Make a phone call.
Make a phone call. Queen? We'll come back to you in a minute, see if you can get your answer into the chat. Connor?
Oh, probably. Yeah, make a phone call.
Okay, make a phone call. Queen, we have got a majority, but again, if you want to make a phone call. Okay, so we've got a majority of 4 out of 5. So if make a phone call is one of the missing answers, then you've got the money in the bank. If not, it goes to the pinks. We're looking for make a phone call. No, it's not there, so the pinks get the money. Now, I will tell you now, Blues, before I get moved back into the other room. Oh, no, I've been moved back into the other room. Put me back! Put me back! Thank you. Before we go on to the other room, I will tell you now, the reason that I was taking a bit longer looking at the answers and putting them on the board, you will see in a minute, is that some of the things that both you and the other team said was maybe close to the answer, but I was trying to decide if it was close enough, and I decided it wasn't. So you'll see when the answers come up what happens, just to let you know. So I'm ready to go to the pink room now. Floor manager, thank you very much. Now, pinks, as I just explained to the blues, some of the answers that you could have got were quite close to what you said, but I didn't deem them to be close enough, so I didn't give them to you. So we'll reveal the missing answer. Answer number 6 is pay bills. Now the other team said
someone said that.
The other team said make a phone call, which I didn't think was specific enough for pay bills, so I didn't give it to them.
Yeah, I could see that. It could be more generic. Yeah.
And answer number 3 is one that you came pretty close to. I think it was Aspie who said it, but I decided it wasn't quite close enough. Maybe I'll get called out for this, but like I say, academic at the moment. Missing answer number 3 on besides eat, name something a person might do at lunchtime is, or in a lunch hour, is run errands. So you said go to the shop. You said go to the shop. I decided in the moment, I did think about that one. I decided it wasn't quite close enough. It was just run errands is a bit more broad than go to the shop. So I use my discretion as I do in this game, but like I say, relatively academic here because you've got the money in the bank. So you're up to 178 points. Pinks, the Blues are yet to score. We're going to go on to round 3. It's going to be Toshi and Daz at the podium. That's a good survey. I like that survey. Right. Daz and Toshi, come and join me in the game room, please. Daz Areno, meet Toshi Daridesu.
Handshake.
Nice to meet.
And I'm now checking the board to make sure that it is all good. And it is. Top 6 answers in this survey. ! Buzz ready in the Twitch chat if you'd like to buzz in. We asked 100 people to name what might somebody do while driving that would make you think they're probably arrogant. Toshi.
They might speed, maybe.
Okay, maybe they're speeding. Yes, it's the top answer. 37. You got control of the board. What are you going to do? Play or pass?
We'll play.
Okay, rejoin your family, no conferring. And Daz, rejoin your family in case you get a chance to steal later on. So, Pinks, I'm spending a lot of time with you tonight, it seems, but that's all good. AM in the PM, what do you think? What might somebody do while driving that would make you think they're arrogant?
How about tailgating?
Okay, tailgating. We're looking for tailgating. Yes, it's there. Answer number 5. Worth 3 points. Good stuff. That's what we want. Car the 7th. On to yourself. What do you think? Do you drive yourself, Car?
I have a license, but I don't have a car.
Ah, that old chestnut. Yes, I've been in that position, having a license. Actually, no, I'm lying. I haven't. When I got after I passed my test, I had a car. But I've known many people who get their driving license, pass the test, and then don't have a car for whatever reason. A lot of students don't tend to get cars when they go to university in this country. But anyway, we're having a nice chat and everyone's friends, but I need an answer from you. What do you think? What might somebody do while driving that would make you think they were arrogant?
They put on like blaring loud music.
Okay, nice. Maybe they would put on really loud music. Good answer, but it's not there. That surprises me, actually. So we lose a life on that one. Sci-Guy Dave, what do you reckon?
I think talking on a phone.
Okay, maybe they're chatting on their phone. Yes, there, answer number 4. Sorry, I was just checking which position on the board that was. That is probably the one that winds me up more than anything, is people talking on their phone. It really aggravates me. Aspie, coming to you. What do you think? Something somebody might do while driving that would make you think they were arrogant?
Challenge another car to a street race.
Challenge another car to a street race. Okay, we're looking for challenge another car or get involved in a street race. Good thought, but it's not there. The Blues might get a chance to steal. Toshi, back round to you. What do you think?
I think this something really bugs me, but chat, get your at bash dudes ready. I'd say honking.
Okay. Maybe they would get all like a goose and honk at you. We're looking for honk. Whack, bum, bum, bum. There it is. Answer number 3 is worth 12. Honk, yes, indeed. They might hajonk. 2 answers to find car. No, sorry, it's not car yet. It's AM and the PM. 2 answers to find, and you've got 1 life left. What do you think?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, what might somebody do while driving that would make you think they were arrogant?
Well, constantly switch lanes.
Okay, maybe they would weave in and out or constantly switch lanes. We're looking for changing lanes. Good answer, but it's not there. 3 lives have gone, so the Blues get a chance to steal. And as before, Queenfell, if you can pop your answer into the chat now, so that by the time I've got down the line, we've already seen it. You know the drill by now, Blues. Danny, what do you think?
I'm thinking burnouts.
Burnouts, Clive of Legend?
I'm thinking they could cut you off.
Cut you off. Dazarino?
Yeah, I'm going to say cut you off.
Cut you off. Queenfell? Or maybe we'll come back to Queenfell since it's not there yet. Connor?
Cut you off.
Cut you off. We've got a majority there already, so Queenfell, if you want to go with the majority. Cut you off, you're going for, so that's a 4 answer majority. We're looking for, to steal the money, cut you off. Yes, it's there, answer number 2, well done, Blues. Got some points on the board, finally 59, which is nice to see. So 178 to the Pinks and 59 to the Blues. Just before we go on to the next round, I should be staying with the Blues for this, I am. Just before we get into the next round, let's find that missing answer. Answer number 6 on what somebody might do while driving that would make you think they were arrogant is... apply makeup. They might put their makeup on. Okay, so at the halfway stage, the Pinks have 178, the Blues have 59. It is, of course, first to 300 points gets to play big money, and then the 2 highest scoring players on the team are the representatives for the team and go on to make the big point for themselves individually. As we move into round 4, we are going to go into double money. Answers in this round and onwards are worth twice what they were in the previous rounds, which means we could have some big changes to the scores. This is a interesting survey. Let's see what you make of this. Clive of Legend and AM in the PM. It's you up in the game room. Let's play on and let's play double money. Clive, meet AM in the PM. 99.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Just the top 4 answers in this survey. Exclamation mark buzz ready in the Twitch chat if you want to buzz in. We asked 100 people to name an invention that probably led to people having much less spare time. Clive.
Cell phone.
Okay, the cell phone. Telephone I will accept, it's close enough, but there are 2 higher answers there, AM in the PM. Can you find either of them?
Television.
A television. We're looking for television. Yes, it's the top answer, television. Only 2 answers to find. What are you going to do, AM in the PM? Play or pass?
We're going to play.
You're going to play rejoin your family, no conferring, and Clive, rejoin your family, have a chat in case you get a chance to steal the money later on. This is now the 4th round. 4th round I've been with the Pinks in a row. You've won 2 of them so far, and the Blues have won 1. Can you make it 3? If you win this round all the way, it's fairly likely you'll be playing big money, though not necessarily guaranteed. Car the 7th, what do you think? An invention that probably led to people having much less spare time.
I'm kind of torn between 2 because almost the same thing, but I'm gonna say the personal computer.
Okay, we're looking for the personal computer. Yes, it's there. Answer number 2. One answer to find. Can you find it, Sci Guy Dave?
Oh god. I'd probably go purely for the fact of travel. I'd probably go for a car.
Okay, we're looking for. I'm just trying to do the maths in my head. I think you'd be playing big money if this is the answer, because you go over 300.
Yeah. I've got over 120.
Over 158, yeah, 150, 178. So if the missing answer is car, then you are through to big money. We're looking for the car. It's there! You've done it! Pinks, well done, you're through to big money.
Does that mean we won a car?
That does not mean you win a car. We don't have the car star prize in this game. But Pinks, well done. You're through to big money. But I must first of all go and say cheerio to the Blues. Blues, tough luck on that one. You did manage to steal one of them, but it wasn't quite enough, unfortunately. Just the Pinks a little bit faster on the buzzer and just not able to steal enough. But you go away to Blue Land with 59 points. Have you had a nice time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a fun time.
Yeah, it's well played to the Pinks. Gallant in defeat. I'm sorry I didn't get more of a chance to chat with you guys, but thanks very much for playing, and we'll see you another time. Weren't they great, everybody? The Blues! And now I point back to the Pinks. So, Pinks, if you go
We'll go on to play big money.
Who go on to play big money? Exclamation mark score and exclamation mark rank into the chat will tell rank will tell you your overall ranking in the history of the game, and score will tell you your score within the current game. The two highest score. No, thank you, darling. Exclamation mark score will tell you the never mind. But it will tell you your ranking in the current game. So the two highest individual scoring players from the pink team will be going through to big money. It does do it automatically, but it's interesting to see if we can see it before.
I
Yeah.
noticed the score doesn't actually take consideration double points, because it says my score is 35.
Correct.
I know it must be higher than 46.
Yeah, so I changed that after the very first stream because it unfairly advantaged the later players to getting into big money when it's double points. So in double money, it's double points for the family, but only you individually only get the base points.
Single, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we decided was just a fairer, more even way of doing it. So the two members of the pink family who are going to be playing big money are. It's Toshi Daru Desu with 103 and Sci Guy Dave with 70. You have been selected. So we are going to pop down into the private streaming room, and Pinks will be back with you in a little while. So into the streaming room. Oh, that's just me. Although I'm highlighting everyone there. Sci Guy Dave and Toshi, welcome to Big Money. Toshi, you're going to play first. So, Sci Guy Dave, I'm going to server deafen you. If you could remain in this room, just so that I can see that you are server deafened, and also if you could avoid looking at the screen just for the next few minutes, and then I will bring you back when we're ready. Okay?
Of course, I'm going to mute the stream now.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Sci Guy Dave is server deafened. So, Toshi, I think you know the drill for this by now, but just in case you need a reminder, I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and you've got 20 seconds to answer them. As with the answers before, we're looking for the top answers. The object of Big Money is for between you and Sci Guy Dave have got to get 200 points. If you get 200 points, then you win the jackpot of 5,000. If in addition you get the 5 top answers between you, you get a bonus 5,000 for a total of 10,000 and a place near the top of the leaderboard. If you skip, you cannot come back to the question, so you might as well give me an answer, but you've got 20 seconds. I will be a little bit lenient with the time because we've got some latency potentially. But yeah, you're answering out loud to me in the chat. Any questions?
Can I take a sip of watermelonade just a second?
You can take a sip or a gulp of watermelonade. And while you do that, I'm going to check these surveys.
All right.
I'm going to change.
When you're ready.
I'm going to repick the first survey because that is not. It's that survey question hasn't aged well. Neither's that one.
Oh yikes!
Yeah, I'll let you know what it is at some point maybe.
Probably post stream.
Possibly post stream. That's good. That's good. Okay, It's good. Just have to change up one of them. Okay, Toshi, if you're ready, the very best of luck. Let's have 20 seconds on the clock, please. Good luck.
Here we go.
Name a term that starts with fortune.
Pass.
Something a wife likes to hear from her husband.
I love you.
A heavy animal that a china shop owner wouldn't let into their store.
A boar.
A food you can cook on a campfire.
Marshmallow.
Something... I will complete this one because I started it. Something you might lose as you get older.
Need
an answer quick, though.
I guess your clothes. I'll go with
clothes. Okay. Okay, not too bad. We'll go through and see what we get. So the first one, a term that starts with fortune. You said pass, didn't you?
I did say pass.
Okay, so we're going to pass. So we're not going to get anything for that. We'll reveal the answers a bit later on. Next, we asked you something a wife likes to hear from her husband. You said, I love you. You said, I love you. Our survey said, top answer! 65, a very, very solid start. Next, we asked you a heavy animal that a china shop owner wouldn't let into their store. I did hear an answer, but I didn't quite hear the end of it. Can you just go?
It was a boar. B-O-A-R.
A boar. B-O-A. I thought it was, but I wasn't quite sure, so I thought I'd check. You said a boar. Oh, let me enter the answer first. You said boar.
Yep.
Our survey said nothing for boar. So we still got 65. Next up, a food you can cook on a campfire. If I can spell it. You said marshmallows. I can remember if it's an A or an E in that word. Let's go with A. You said marshmallows. Our survey said 18. 18 people said marshmallows. So we've got more points on the board. We're up to 83. Finally, we asked you something you might lose as you get older. You said clothes. Sure, your aspirations for getting older are you just have fewer and fewer clothes.
I'm joking out today.
It might be there. Let's have a look. You said
might
clothes.
Be there. Who knows?
You said clothes. Our survey said nothing for clothes, but you've got 83.
Yeah.
One of the top answers. Rejoin your family, and we'll bring Side Guy Dave back to take part in part 2.
Ben, I'm glad you didn't say if it's up there, I'll give you the money myself.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a cliche, isn't it? That. Right, Side Guy Dave, welcome back. Toshi is doing okay. He's got up to 83, and he's found one of the 5 top answers. So what we need from you is a total of 117 to get the 5,000. And if in addition to that you can find the 4 missing top answers, you'll get the bonus 5,000 for a total jackpot of 10,000. I'm going to ask you the same 5 questions that I asked to Toshi. If you duplicate any of the answers that we've already had, you'll hear this sound, and I'll ask you for another. You get an extra 5 seconds for a total of 25 seconds, and you're answering to me out loud rather than to the chat. Are you happy with the rules?
Yes.
Okay. Can we have the very best of luck? Oh, well, we can have well, I hope we have the very best of luck, but the very best of luck to you, and can we have 25 seconds on the clock, please? Oh, and that was it. There's a reminder on the screen for the viewers at home of the answers we've already had, though not for Side Guy Dave. And can we have 25 seconds on the clock, please? Good luck. Name a term that starts with fortune.
Cookie.
Something a wife likes to hear from her husband.
I love you.
Something else.
Oh God. Pass.
A heavy animal that a china shop owner wouldn't let into their store.
A bull.
A food you can cook on a campfire.
Pass.
Something you might lose as you get older.
Memory.
Okay, I will let that final answer sneak in just after the buzzer. Okay, we are going to go and rejoin the family and go through the answers together. Not bad, not bad. Let's go rejoin the pinks. And when we're there, I'll put the screen on as well. Let's pop into the pinks. And let's bring Persephone in.
Hey, hello.
Okay, so for the final part, I traditionally always share the screen with you live and go through with the whole family. So hopefully you can see that. So you can see it live.
It's running on now.
I can.
Okay, so we're after. You can hopefully you can go back to the screen now, so I go, Dave, and you can have a look at the answers that were already given. So, first of all,
thank you.
We asked you to name a term that starts with fortune. You said cookie. Our survey said top answer 45.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's a good start. It's a good start. We needed that one to flash, and it did. Next, we asked you to name something a wife likes to hear from her husband. You said I love you, which we'd already had. It was already the top answer, so not too much of a problem. So we passed on that one. Not going to get us any points. The next top answer, incidentally, was just compliments. Generic compliments would have been worth 23, but it's okay. We already have the top answer. Next, we asked you to name a heavy animal that a China shop owner wouldn't let into their store. You said a bull. That famous expression, a bull in a China shop. Is that what our survey said? You said bull. Our survey said 47.
Nice. Right.
We've got 175.
Yes.
We need 25, and we need the next two to flash as well. I'm not sure if we can do that because I think we passed on the next one. We asked you
Sadly, I passed.
a food you cook on a campfire. You said I passed. Yeah, marshmallows.
Can I have a guess? Can I have a guess what the top answer is?
Yep.
What would you have said?
I would have said sausages.
Hot dogs.
Even I went for hot dogs.
The top answer there was indeed hot dogs, and would have been worth hot dogs or sausages would have been worth 27. But you said passed, so we don't get any points. So we can't. We wait as the answers they stop flashing now because we can't get the 10,000 in total. But if the last answer is worth 25 or more, we do still get that 5,000, the half jackpot. We asked you something you might lose as you get older. You said your memory.
Yeah.
If memory is worth 25 or more, you've got the 5,000 points. You said memory. Our survey said 41! Well done! You've done it. Nicely done. 216. The other answer down on that survey was hair, which would also have been good enough at 27. So 4 out of 5 top answers is a very respectable effort indeed, and 216 points. So you got 356 in the main game. You got 216 in the big money game. We're going to double that 216, add that to your previous total and the 5,000 points, which gives you today a pink family fortune of 5,788. Nicely done. We'll see where that features you on the leaderboard shortly. Have you had a good time, Pinks?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, most definitely.
Excellent. Well, it's been lovely having you here. I'm going to pop back to the other room, and I will see you all after the credits. But well done to the Pinks. 5,788. Stay tuned. I'll see you after the credits. Wave! You've got to wave! I'm in danger of hitting my wife in the face with my furious waving. We'll see you next time. Bye. No, I don't want to hit Meg. She sat right here, stood right here. So we'll see you next time. Bye. That's the line that we do. Let's just take a little peep at the leaderboard. Yeah, 5788 does sound familiar, and indeed it is tying you up. Psycho Dave, Aspia Dog, Toshi Daridesu, Aim in the PM, and Car the 7th, tied in 6th, 7th place with not jumble the numbers, Egg Fried Cheese, Matt the Ref, Clive Legend, and Asset. It is the joint 3rd highest non-jackpot big money victory that we've had. Still only the 3 teams to actually secure the jackpot in quite a few games. Toshi Daridesu is now top of of the leaderboard. I believe that might be new for Toshi. I think Clive was there before. So Toshi has taken the top spot with 11.17. Clive in second with 10.91. Connor in third with 8.90. Score with 6.988. Minky 5.97. Asset 4.72. Aim in the PM 4.45. Matt the Ref 4.42. Lupine 4.19. And Saigo Dave 4.18. Exclamation mark score if you want to see. No, sorry, exclamation mark rank if you want to see where you feature in the current game. So yes, a new leader. Toshi has overtaken Clive a Legend at the top, only just. So Clive is going to have to get some more points in a future game in order to take that top spot back. So that is just about it from me. I will play the theme tune to finish in just a second. That is it for tonight. So again, sorry we started a bit late, but we have gone for just about 2 hours, and Dylan is settling down and going to sleep, so I'm going to need to keep my voice down now. So, thank you very much to everybody for joining us tonight. I hope you had fun, and of course, welcome to all our new players as well. If I've not seen you before, new followers, new subscribers, it's lovely, lovely, lovely to have you here. So, thank you very much for joining me on this Tuesday evening. Trying to get back into the swing of things a little bit at the moment after a sort of pseudo week off. So much going on this week. Do join the Discord there for full details of everything, or indeed Ash's Discord, which you can find there. Do go and join them. Come say hi. We're a fun, friendly, tight-knit community, so if you're new here, do come and say hi to us. We don't bite, and we'd love to have you. So tomorrow, Battle of the Hosts. Me and Ash, it's on Ash's stream, and Ash is hosting the vast majority of the night, and it's all on his channel, so you don't need to worry. I'll be hosting it anyway on mine. Hosting his stream, that is, on mine. But go over to Ash's stream, which is there. That's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock BST. Thursday, you've got Quizzy Dan's Bingo, which I don't have a thing for, and also Quetz, which I forgot to mention earlier on. He's on Thursday lunchtime, 1 o'clock BST for the Chase VGM, if you fancied some video game music in the Chase. Friday, again over on Ash's channel, you've got 1,000 Heartbeats, so do go and join Ash for that. That should be really, really good fun. Saturday, I am back here with my brand new mystery game, which will be revealed on Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works and seeing if I can actually get a Twitch lobby working for it. So it's not the game that naturally lends itself to it, but I think I've got an idea for how it could work. So again, it'll be a pilot episode, but it'll be as with all pilot episodes, there stands for things to go wrong. So do bear with me on that. Hopefully, it should be fairly robust, but we'll see what happens. Sunday, of course, you can go over to the Pinnacle Larder for the pub quiz with Tipster. That's Sunday evening at 7. Monday, you've got Perfect Timing with Matt. Twitch.tv/Matt the Ref. That is Monday night at 8 PM for Perfect Timing. And then I am back next Tuesday as well. If you're not sick of me by then after appearing 3 times in 1 week, I'll be back next Tuesday with more of the mystery game that we started on Saturday, probably, assuming it goes well. And I do a bit of work to it in between Saturday and Tuesday. And then we'll be having a full game of Danger Zone on Tuesday, which is always really, really good fun. Right, my voice is going a bit. I've been talking non-stop for 2 hours, nearly. But it's been lovely talking to you all. I hope you've had fun. It's been great to be back in the hot seat. I do hope to see you tomorrow on Ash's stream and or later on in the week. But if not, Saturday for Mystery Game Reveal, and next Tuesday back here for Danger Zone and more Mystery Game. Until then, I have been Royal Flush. It has been great talking to you. Peace out to you all. Stay safe out there. And I will see you really, really soon. Take care and good night. And since I didn't play the opening credits at the beginning of the game, I'll play them now. And I will see you all really soon. Take care and good night.